Most Amazon FBA courses are complete dog shit, and they leave people wondering what the actual strategies, frameworks, and systems are that elite 7, 8, and 9-figure brands do. I'm not surprised that most people looking to scale an Amazon business are frustrated with what's out there. I know how hard it can be dealing with the never-ending shitstorm of scaling an Amazon brand. I know what it's like to juggle a day job, life, and trying to make the side hustle work. I consistently see the wrong way that folks go about building an Amazon business. And I see how this leads to the quickest way to destroy your happiness. Look, I absolutely despise salesy course pitching BS. It actually makes my skin crawl. So this video is gonna be super simple. Not some long drawn out webinar that crescendos into an elaborate sales pitch. I'm going to present to you an Amazon course I built that I will share in this video. I'm gonna cover briefly how I got to this point and why I actually built it. Then we're gonna open up the kimono, I'm gonna show you what I built, and I'm gonna share with you why I believe it's the most comprehensive platform in the Amazon FBA game. This is the way I've scaled and sold Amazon-centric brands time after time. And if it's not for you, 100% fine. I've got a YouTube channel that's free, and I'm gonna continue to post super valuable content there that can help you out. You won't need to spend a dime on that. So if you're wondering if this is gonna turn into some kind of a catch, I can cut the shit right now. There's nothing I despise more than some dude on the internet claiming how easy it is to become a millionaire. Just follow my magic system and drink this magic potion, and it's gonna rain money on you. That's not me, and that's not this. I can't and will never promise you a frickin' cent. I have no way of knowing how you're going to apply what you learn. But this video is going to be a non-salesy, non-BS, complete breakdown of why I built the FBA blueprint so you can decide if it's right for you. And honestly and truly, hand to heart, I believe that this is gonna fundamentally improve the lives of many sellers. The reason I believe this is because it's worked for me. And I consider a lot of other people out there were in my exact shoes. So we'll peel the curtain back on the course and why I built it in a second, but I think it's an important question to ask: how in the heck did I figure this stuff out in the first place? And why am I doing this? I think like most, when I first started my Amazon journey, I was looking to unlock some freedom in my life. I desperately wanted out of my 9-to-5 corporate job. And on the outside looking in, you would have thought everything was awesome. Executive gig, great salary, traveling, living in a cool house, doing cool things. By most standards, I was living the dream. And believe me, I know I had it way better than most people out there. This isn't a pity party. But deep down, I was only 70% happy. When I was truly honest with that internal voice in my head that we all have, something was missing. The daily commute, meetings all day, doing busy work at the office, living some half-baked version of society's ideal life. And it felt like a total sham. But then I discovered a business model and a way to channel my energy that really changed everything for me. The power and insane scale of physical products brands in the Amazon FBA marketplace. So how did I leave this corporate purgatory to building really cool brands and products that I believed in, selling to people I liked, without BS office politics or some half-assed version of life I didn't want to live? Well, over the past couple years, I've developed and battle-tested what I believe is the most effective system on planet Earth to scaling a physical products brand on Amazon, and at wild scale and speed. And I did this over the past couple years in my spare time while working a day job by first launching a home goods brand that I built and scaled and exited for 7 figures in exactly 2 years, and another brand I rolled out that scaled to 7 figures in 8 months. Now, the approach I developed involves putting in a lot of hard yards to develop cool products. It involves using data and frameworks to mathematically identify opportunities to increase probability of success. And the cornerstone is really building super compelling offers that very discrete customer types that we build and focus on love. And to make it grow at just a ridiculous scale, we incorporate high leverage, automated, repeatable systems and processes that underpins everything that we do. This is why people like me do this solo or with a small team. And we wrap it all by using the insane scale of worldwide supply chains where we actually don't even touch the products. And look, I'm not spinning this all up to overwhelm you with all these subtle humble brags. It's just not me. I don't like even talking and kind of patting myself on the back. But I believe this system works. I know it works. And I want to let you know that I know my shit, and I'm not your typical guru peddling courses, and that's my main financial income. I also didn't do this stuff by getting hit with the lucky stick in 2015 and 2016 when it was a lot different model. I've done all of this stuff in the last couple of years. It works in the Amazon world of today and tomorrow. So I've gone through a super painstaking process, honestly, like thousands of hours, testing, iterating, making mistakes, losing money, finding wins along the way, and I've found what works most of the time. Let me just say, I truly believe that this is one of the best ways to build a business in human history up to this point. We're truly living in the most accessible time ever to build a business like this. You know, what would have taken you hundreds of thousands of dollars and a significant amount of risk building a traditional business, we can do with a fraction of that, with a fraction of the time and a fraction of the risk. Imagine having this lever once you learn these tools and methodologies that you can pull time and time again, developing cool products that your ideal customer archetype loves, and having your business flooded with sales even when you're sleeping. I'm telling you, there's nothing cooler than waking up in the morning, flicking an app, and seeing people that have purchased your products across the United States and across the world. It's surreal as heck. And I believe that the FBA blueprint will fundamentally change the way that you look at selling on Amazon forever. Because once you implement the strategies and systems that I've honed and battle tested, it will feel like a cheat code that 99% of sellers don't have access to. Big brands won't be able to compete with you. Foreign sellers won't be able to compete with you. It's so effective, it literally feels like cheating. So why in the heck, if I'm so damn successful and living life on my terms and all this stuff, why did I build the FBA blueprint? And it's a good question, and I've asked it of every person I've seen selling stuff, and most don't have a very compelling answer, if I'm honest. Honestly, it sounds super cheesy, but I literally just want to have an impact, and I want to share with other people what I've done to my life, and I think that others can do it too. And I know it sounds cheesy. And am I doing it for some money? Yeah, it's gonna be awesome to make some money off this thing and have that impact too. But it's rooted in impact, and it's rooted in imparting the tools of change that I believe other people can have access to. And after revealing my strategies publicly for free over the last year plus on my YouTube channel, I've really got closely connected with the seller community. I know what people trying to sell on Amazon are going through. I see it, I hear it. And I know that a lot of it, unfortunately, is wrong. If you're not effectively selling on Amazon, you're probably suffering from one of these symptoms. You're choosing the wrong products. You don't understand how to build offers for ideal customers. You have no understanding on how to build a brand. You use the exact same traffic sources that 99% of all other sellers use. You don't have a framework for pay-per-click advertising on the Amazon platform. You don't know how to convey visual and psychological differentiation to convert customers. You have crappy operations and systems that make the business super complex and like you're spinning on a hamster wheel. And you don't know how to optimize for cash flow, so you never know how you're gonna pay for your next product, and you're always under the gun, wondering if you're gonna need to tap into your savings account. But honestly, there's only a handful of things that you need to do and do really, really well to effectively scale an Amazon brand. And we reveal these systems and strategies in the FBA blueprint to solve for these. We're talking about a deep understanding of the customer and starting with the customer first before we even care about Amazon or any data or anything that some Amazon software tool tells us to do. We figure out how to develop really unique products and develop offers that are insanely enticing for customers, even amongst a sea of other products with thousands of reviews that have been around for years. We have some of the deepest data decision-making tools and frameworks that I've seen in the space. This stuff is truly next level. We know how to feed the Amazon algorithm, that hungry little beast, exactly what it wants to drive organic rank for our products, so we're not having to spend tons of money on marketing and pay-per-click. We know how to drive traffic from so many sources that literally it's almost impossible for our competition to replicate. We have ridiculously automated systems and operations for scale. And we have systems in place from a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month standpoint that makes it easy for us to manage our businesses at scale. So what's different about the FBA blueprint and why did I build it? First, I've taken tons of Amazon courses myself, and all of them have left a little bit to be desired. The content's just not quite there. In some ways, it's severely lacking. So I wanted to first have the most cutting edge, deep dive content, videos, and trainings available on planet Earth. And I think I've done it. If you've seen some of my YouTube videos and gotten value out of that, imagine that times 140 plus videos, painstakingly organized, compiled, and structured to make it easy to follow and implement into your business in a systemic way. This is not disorganized, surface level, non-structured ramblings like a lot of other courses are. It's legit, actionable, orchestrated content that you've not seen anywhere else. This is 145 plus videos, 7 modules, painstakingly organized, methodically structured, and detailed stuff. I'll put our course videos up against anything out there, bar none. Have you ever bought an Amazon course like me and you're like super excited, you log into the course and you're all pumped and it's like a huge letdown and you feel like your heart's in your stomach and you're like, this is what I paid thousands of dollars for? Really? I have too. Lots. And frankly, most courses in the Amazon space are like that. I ruthlessly develop the content in this course with the goal that no one that ever paid for it and logged in would ever have that feeling. So enough talking, let's literally just open up what you're gonna see when you first buy the course. We'll go through every module, every video, no cards up the sleeves, nothing, to see if it's for you. All right, so when you log into the FBA Blueprint, this is what you will see. It's a total of 145 lessons as of right now. Again, we're gonna add to those every single week and month. And then there's really 7 core modules. These 7 modules for me are the pillars of a successful Amazon business. We hire based on these pillars, we organize our systems and automations based on these pillars, and we orchestrate our business with best practices and all of these principles. And this is really where the magic happens. So the first module is all about understanding the underlying mechanics of Amazon and what you need to know to become an effective seller. We talk about a lot of things as detailed as the Amazon algorithm, the various growth levers in your business, how you can actually scale to 7 figures and beyond, the stages of growth, and then we include an actual calculator so you can take your end goal and mathematically reverse engineer it to figure out how you scale to that level. The next module is the product pyramid system for how we identify winning products. This has 31 different videos where we go from just foundational knowledge to how to actually understand and get into the mind of an ideal customer, how to build a customer archetype. We actually do an example of a brand and build it from scratch. We go through various ways to find products like the customer journey, external trend tracking, retail, Amazon research tools, Helium 10, and niching down. We actually get into a case study. What are the actual elements of a successful product? How to differentiate, red flags you should avoid, the actual funnel system, including the ClickUp systems and automations that we use to track and monitor products, the life cycle of a product, calculating the math around do you actually have enough money, another case study showing exactly how we do this, a cutting edge ROI analysis tool, which is just groundbreaking. How do we manage keyword market share? How do we build a brand? How do we name it? What are some implementation strategies you can do? And then getting into actually building the product. How do you find the factory? How do you get samples? How do you customize? How do you understand all the ins and outs of international commerce? How do you structure agreements with your factories so that you've got a competitive advantage? And then finally, how do you actually negotiate the best terms? So that's product pyramid. Building an alpha listing is the next module, which comprises 8 videos where we go into the math and science around indexing and ranking, how to think about SEO in terms of an Amazon channel business. We then get into how to speak to your customer. What's the voice of your brand? We learn how to use mind-blowing AI to develop our copy, how to prioritize our keywords, how to optimize our listing, how to set everything up at scale. And we bring in one of the foremost experts in Amazon creative in the world from PickFood to talk about how to hack the brain and use science and psychology to convert your listing. I'm known a lot from my launch strategies, and in the launch formula module, we go deep and talk about things I've never discussed publicly before. So we look at my entire playbook, how I leverage pre-launch lists and build those up, how we implement various ranking strategies at launch, our keyword and campaign strategy, how we load very quickly hundreds of pay-per-click campaigns in minutes, how we select the actual launch pay-per-click that we're going to use, how we run launch ads from external traffic sources, looking at Google ads, Reddit, existing customers, email, sophisticated retargeting strategies that almost no Amazon seller uses, how we track using an automated tool the daily metrics that matter when we launch a product, how do we troubleshoot launches that aren't going well, what do we do when we get bad reviews. The next module is the orchestra of traffic, which is the symphony of all these sophisticated but easy to implement traffic sources that we use that's almost impossible for competition to stand a chance against us. This module is comprised of 38 videos, including an Amazon pay-per-click masterclass that's made up of 22 videos. So we talk about how we pull this together, sophisticated strategies on pay-per-click from easy to intermediate to advanced. all of the ins and outs of our playbook for pay-per-click, our best practices, and tools. We then have detailed videos on off-Amazon advertising, how to implement Amazon attribution to track sales, and novel strategies like working with and buying Facebook groups and Instagram accounts. The cherry on top is one of the best playbooks for influencers I've seen in the Amazon space, including a template and method that you can implement into your business. And then finally, some little known strategies, again, that most Amazon sellers aren't even thinking about, like working with authority sites that rank well on Google, and even buying and building your own authority sites. And this is all for naught if you can't scale effectively. So module 6 is the Heist operations machine, where we've literally created a software channel that you have access to within ClickUp that we implement into our exact business. These are the precise systems behind the curtain systems for how we operate and scale our brands. We then look at other software stacks like Slack, G Suite, Amazon software tools, Guru SOP, Loom, and how we actually implement them. We then get into logistics in terms of how you can track and structure your products, how to manage international freight, how to manage vendors in China, what do you do when you actually visit Chinese factories, how to do business in China, how to negotiate, how to figure out what you need to order and when. And then even the nitty-gritty stuff like managing customer service, email ticket management, and templates for how you can best optimize your customer experience. And then finally, we get into the management matrix. And I think one of my big frustrations with other elite sellers is that they don't truly show how they actually run their businesses. Well, we do precisely that in module 7. We talk about the daily, weekly, monthly tasks and reports that me and my team leverage to grow our Amazon business. All of the nitty-gritty detail, including how we leverage the metrics and ROI tracker on a monthly basis to optimize performance for our brands. We then get into the core review strategies and how we actually improve our review rating and our review velocity with our Amazon SKUs. How do we address negative reviews? How do we leverage inserts safely? And I think the next level strategy, how do we leverage customer funnels to optimize our brand, audience, and reviews? We then get into monthly financials and how to think like a leader within your business, even up to and including quarterly tax planning to optimize the cash in your business. So if you think that was good, I think it gets better. Way freaking better. We have over 20 proprietary tools and documents that take the guesswork out of scaling your brand. And we give you carte blanche access to that. Those documents are yours as much as they're mine now. Things like a growth calculator to mathematically calculate how to hit your goals and cash flow requirements. Literally the best ROI calculator on the market to determine if the financials make sense to pursue a product. Product ideation templates that take a deep dive approach to discovering products. Influencer and marketing trackers that we use in our business every single day. A pay-per-click matrix so you know exactly which campaigns to use at different points of a product's life cycle. Inventory planner so you know how much to buy and when for all of your products. Daily, weekly, monthly task templates so you know what you should be doing when and how you can distribute your team best. And even boring stuff like legal documents and more. I want to share them all, but we'll keep this video concise. And just trust me, they're all in the course and you have access to them. But the magic really happens when we start to implement our automation tools. We've developed these with my good buddy Brett, the smartest ginger data nerd on planet Earth. Love this guy. And we've really locked arm in arm. He's a seller too, and built, again, I think the best automation tools on the market that take the best elements of software but integrate them into Google Sheets so it's really attainable, manageable, and customizable for your Amazon business. With the FBA Blueprint, you get access to Keyword Dominator Pro, the most sophisticated method to identify hundreds of keywords in minutes, an approach that literally puts you in the top 1% of sellers when you do it. A listing optimizer to harness those keywords for the maximum organic rank benefit and indexing for your Amazon products. Metrics, a sophisticated and automated daily tracker for every product in your business, which lets you track all of the data that matters, including things like daily organic keyword ranking. And frankly, some of the most insane and powerful pay-per-click tools on the market. We've got the Flex Campaign Loader, which lets you load literally hundreds of Amazon pay-per-click campaigns in minutes and automates the flat file process within Amazon system. Pay-per-click Dominator Pro to optimize your bids with a click of a button in seconds. And there's a special tool that's available for one of the things I'm going to offer you here in this video, which is Apex Pay-per-click. Probably the most sophisticated, advanced, and controllable pay-per-click bid optimization tool out there. Whew. So I know you're probably thinking, okay, that's enough, Adam. I can't handle it. My mind is blown. Sign me up. Or maybe you're not and you want to just hit stop. But assume you don't want to hit stop and you thought that was enough right there, you're mistaken, because there's something else pretty special. Imagine if you could type in anything about running an Amazon business. Any task, any strategy, any procedure, any answer that you needed. And imagine there was a database at your fingertips that would spit out an answer when you typed it in. Enter FBA Brain. A tool with over 230 standard operating procedures and counting every single week. Let's say you wanted to know how to launch a pay-per-click campaign step by step. Well, type it in and boom. You've got dozens of options to answer that very question. Or let's say you wanted to learn, hey, how the heck do I work with influencers to drive traffic to my listing and improve my organic rank? Again, type it in, find the answer, and boom. Or even how to handle some of the more boring stuff like customer service. Type in customer service and there will literally be dozens of options for you and best practices, step-by-step procedures that take the guesswork out that you can leverage in seconds. The FBA Brain is literally like my own Amazon consciousness, sculpted and built over thousands upon thousands of hours, searchable in seconds. So I need to take a breath and just ask, how does that sound? I'm hoping good. And again, I want to be clear. My number one motivation with the FBA Blueprint is not money. Money's part of it, but it's not the thing. I'm passionate about this and I built it because I fundamentally believe it's going to change the way that Amazon sellers and entrepreneurs scale and grow their businesses. I think it's the best way to build life on your terms because it worked for me. And really the best part of this journey now is that I live life on my terms. I wake up without an alarm clock. I think I've used one maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe to go skiing or go golfing or something, but 99% of the time I wake up without an alarm clock. I work on the projects I want, with the people I want, when and where I want to work on them. It's not about the money for me. And I don't think it's about the money for most of the people that are chasing this. It's about the freedom that the money provides. And again, I'm not here to tell you that Amazon FBA is easy. I'm not going to tell you that it's all going to be rainbows and unicorns and you're going to poo pink. Okay, that was kind of weird. But I fundamentally believe that I've discovered a system here. The blueprint, a set of frameworks, strategies, systems, and automations that dramatically tip the scales of success into your favor. Now I get to do all kinds of cool shit, like ride my mountain bike in the middle of the day, not work when there's 12 inches of fluffy powder and the skiing's good, or simply laying in bed a little bit extra to hang out with my dogs in the morning. So if this sounds like it might be for you too, let's just cut to the offering and see if this is a fit for you. First, and again, if this isn't for you or it's not for you right now, that is totally okay. But if you want to amp it up, and you want to get the blueprint, I've got 2 offers. The first is the FBA Blueprint. This is going to include 145 plus deep dive videos that we will continue to build upon and add to the course. This includes the FBA Brain, a library of over 230 searchable SOPs and counting. 20 plus scale tools you'll have access to. 8 automation tools that you'll have free access to for a year. And then it's super inexpensive beyond that first year. Lifetime access to the course, 1 year access to our private Facebook group community, and 1 year access to our twice a month calls. So this offer is going to be $1,997 until November 1st. No false urgency, no BS. This is literally the cheapest you will ever be able to buy this course for. And after November 1st, it's gonna be just under $3,000. And I want you to be happy. And I'm supremely confident in what I built. So if you log in and you're not blown away or it's not for you, I'm offering a 30-day no questions asked cancellation policy. Just hit me up, say, Adam, wasn't quite what I was looking for. Can I get my money back? You do that in the first 30 days, done. I honestly don't want your money if you change your mind. So that's the FBA Blueprint offer. But wait, there's more. Seriously, I've got another option, which is the FBA Blueprint Pro. Now with Pro, not only do you get those 145 plus deep dive videos and counting, but I've also built and will continue to be building a bonus module. We've got a number of videos in there now, but over the next 6 months, this one's gonna grow. And this is the Scaling to 8 Figures module. This is how to scale and grow a team, how to sell internationally, how to sell in retail, and how to sell in other marketplaces like eBay and Walmart. It's how to build your e-commerce channel and Shopify site, and how to ultimately exit your business like I have. In addition to that bonus module, you're also going to get FBA Brain Pro, which is the same set of searchable SOPs, but you're also going to get access to some curated SOPs over time from D1 brands who's raised over 100 million bucks. I sold my business to them. I advised them. They're one of the best operators in the Amazon space, and they're going to open up dozens of their own internal SOPs that we're going to tuck into the FBA Brain Pro. I'm also going to take some of my special SOPs that we use in my own businesses and add some of those curated SOPs to this FBA Brain Pro. And you're going to get those same 20 plus scaling tools. You're going to get those 8 automations. But not only do you get those 8 automations free for a year, but you get them free for life. And as a special bonus for the Pro offer, we're also going to include Apex pay-per-click free, which again is one of the most advanced and controllable pay-per-click bid optimization tools on the market. And you're going to get lifetime access to the course, and beyond just the first year, you will get lifetime access to the private community and any calls that take place. So the Pro membership is going to be $2,997 until November 1st. Again, no false urgency, no BS. This will never be cheaper than $2,997. In fact, the price is going to increase to just shy of $5,000 on November 1st. And with the Pro offer, in addition to offering that 30-day money-back guarantee to cancel at any time during that first 30 days, I'm going to remove the risk even more. If during the first 6 months of owning FBA Blueprint Pro, you have a change of heart for whatever reason, I will pay you $300 for every 10% of the course content that you've watched. So if on day 175, you're like, you know what? I'm just not getting the results I wanted. I kind of wish I didn't get the FBA Blueprint Pro, and you finished 50% of the course materials, I'll cut you a check for $1,500. We'll shake hands, no hard feelings. I'll literally pay you for the time if you think it wasn't worth it. That's how confident I am in this thing. And I should say one more thing. If you sign up for the FBA Blueprint Pro in the next 24 hours from when this video is posted, I'm gonna give you access to my private Voxer channel, which is basically an app that lets you send either text messages or audio messages to me 24/7. And within 24 hours, I'll reply. So if you got a question, you're like, hey Adam, I'm watching this video and we're trying to implement it into our business, what do you think I should do here? Send me that audio message and I'm gonna reply back to you within 24 hours. I'll give you access to my private Voxer for 3 months to anybody that buys today in the next 24 hours the FBA Blueprint Pro. So that's a wrap, guys. That's my spiel. And I hope if you've gotten to know me just a little bit over the last year plus since I've started to publicly share my thoughts on the Amazon game, that I'm somebody you think is doing this for the right reasons, that I'm somebody that you can trust to help take your business to the next level. I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking to lock arms with some cool people, and I want to build something special with you. We'll see you on the flip side. Until then, let's go.